Hello everyone, welcome back to FinAstroTrader channel. Um, Happy Thanksgiving and hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving and a long weekend, enjoying the time with your family and friends. And let's take a look at the market. So we had a big move today, and let's take a look at it from a financial astrology perspective. What happened, and also how we took advantage of it. There's a specific thing that I just wanted to talk about today. So that is basically how the indices put in a new high and a new low, okay, on a daily basis and also on a yearly basis, which means that a 52-week high and a 52-week low, how they are formed. Okay, so if you look at today's action, right, this is the ES E-mini 5-minute chart, right, E-mini S&P 500 futures, and overnight we had a 3158 high, and then from there it just kept on coming down, and then we hit as low as 3108. So that's about 50-point move down from that high. Okay, and now the thing is that I had gone long on Friday. Okay, and then I switched it. Okay, and intraday I switched it because we got a very specific signals. That's what I wanted to talk about actually. So what made us, and why did we get this high today? Okay, so as you can see, prior to this high, the high was 3155. That was last week. Okay, last week. So if I can scroll back here, you can see that is the high here. Okay, you can see 3150. This one right here, this candle right there. Okay, 3155. That is the high. You can see that over there. 3155. That is the high. Okay, and then kind of chopped around, and then today, last night it gave us another high. Okay, and we just tanked. Okay, now there are specific planets give us an indication as whether we are likely to get a new high to the prior day's high. Okay, and every single day we get that information, whether it's going to give us a new high the next day or a new low to previous day's low. Okay, so the way we do that is with our intraday windows. These are, you might have seen this before, intraday windows. Actually, you can see that it is just these intraday windows I posted every single day. I posted this window I had posted. Okay, so if I can bring up our chat window here, this is our chat window. So if I go back to yesterday's post here, so this was yesterday's post. You can see that. So this is what I had posted. It's a timing chart. This is exactly what that you see on the background here. Okay, so I had posted this. That is yesterday afternoon before the futures started trading. Okay, futures start trading at 3 o'clock Pacific, 6 o'clock Eastern, and I'm in the Pacific time, so 1 o'clock. So about a couple of hours before I posted that. And I also mentioned that tomorrow open is going to be, you can see this here, tomorrow open is going to be in Jupiter debilitation window. So mark overnight high and the low of ES. There is a 50% chance that either that overnight high will be broken or the overnight low will be broken during that Jupiter debilitation window. So mostly bullish windows overnight. So we had bullish windows. As you can see, we had bullish windows, just happily going up, and then we had a new high that was formed, so during X here, you can see Mars exaltation window, and then the Jupiter debilitation window. So this is what I had mentioned in the room, so Jupiter debilitation window, that is going to give us a new high or a new low. Okay, so why would that happen? What do you mean by exaltation and debilitation? Exaltation means that's when that planet is the closest to Earth. Okay, so which means that the influence of that planet on Earth is much higher. Okay, and now debilitation means that's when that planet is farthest from Earth. Remember that we are looking at everything from geocentric view, right? So closest to Earth, and then farthest to Earth. Okay, so when that happens, there's a specific move that we get in indices. So mostly in SPX and YM, because they are the most favorite for planets actually, so SPX and YM, because they are the oldest indices that we have, right? How do they apply in market? So if you look at it, I have this legend here, so I can show you this legend here. So whenever we see an exaltation, you can see here, exaltation means we get 90% chance for a fresh high, and then 10% for a fresh low. Okay, Debilitation means there's a 50-50 chance, basically 50% for a new high, but you will see a new high or a new low, fresh low. Okay, so if it happens on a intraday window, you will see a 50% chance of a new high to prior day's high. Okay, and 50% chance for a new low, which means that prior day's low. Okay, and or certain planners that can give you a trend for about 2 months or so. So 2 months high will be broken. So whatever that prior to leading up to that event, planetary event, whatever that high, that'll be broken, and that high will be relevant for next 2 months. Okay, and or the low will be broken, and that low will be a significant low for the next 2 months. Okay, after that it's going to change. Okay, some planners that can give you for 1 year. Okay, which means that it will be continuously on an uptrend, giving you new highs for 1 whole year. Okay, which means that 90% chance that it's going to give you a 1 year high. Okay, so this is how planners control the market to it's going to take it up to a fresh high or a fresh low. Okay, so whenever a planet is in exaltation and debilitation. So now we are looking at this intraday windows, which means that we are looking at only prior days high and low, and that's what I had mentioned in this. So prior days high and low, that will be broken, basically. Okay, that's what I had mentioned. So Mars was in exaltation, so I can show you that in our calendar. This is a calendar that we prepare. We get it prepared by our astrologer. You can see, if you look at it, you can see this is the moon's transitions, basically. Okay, and you will see this. Okay, and moon was in Capricorn. So if you look at Capricorn, there is a certain things that moon exhibits. So moon is, remember that moon is just a visitor, right? Moon is a tenant in this house. Okay, so now moon is in the house of Mars. So whatever Mars says, it has to obey. It's like Mars is the owner and moon is a tenant. So if you look at a tenant and owner relationship, right? If you live in an apartment and things like that, you'll know that you may have a contract, right? And you'll have to obey the rules of you may have your own way of living, but you will still have to respect the contract, isn't it? So the same way, there is a contract between planet and its lord. Okay, so that is transitioning through. Okay, so today it was moon was going through Mars lord, which means that it's going to obey Mars's rules, actually. So Mars in this, here, if you look at it, Mars is exalted. You can see this characteristic here. Okay, this is Capricorn here. Okay, moon was here. Okay, so Mars is, this is basically the relationship between each of these planets, and you see Mars is exalted, supposed to be exalted. Okay, and then Jupiter is debilitated in Capricorn. Okay, so if you look at it, Mars is, so basically Mars is telling moon that, hey, give me a fresh high. Okay, and for allowing me to pass through this property, okay, hey, you need to give me a fresh high on the indices. And that's what Mars is telling. Okay, and after that, it's just changed to, look, you can see a subload here too. You see the Jupiter subload here. Okay, so Mars and Jupiter, so they were the ones who are going to control, okay, the movement of moon, and that's exactly what we have. So when it came to Mars window, it gave us a fresh high. Remember that I showed you the previous high was 3155. So the previous high was 3155. Okay, and that happened last week. Back here, previous high was here, 3155. That is broken. Okay, so that is broken today, overnight. It was broken briefly. Okay, briefly broken, and then Jupiter debilitation took over and then just gave us a fresh low to so to Friday's low. So Friday's low was here around 3139.50. that was broken. We knew that as soon as that is broken, and this level, this astrological support, this is an astrological support level, once this is broken, we knew that it's going to come all the way down here. This is another astrological target here, or support here, and you can see that it came all the way down to that astrological support. Okay, so this is how well planets control the market, folks. Believe it or not, so if you don't believe it, well, I don't know what to say, but I have hundreds of charts that I can show you to prove you that every single day this happens. It's not that every single day we have something in exaltation or debilitation, but whenever there is one, and we get that, we get a high. So I have hundreds of charts that I can show you Or if you remember any 52-week high or 52-week low, I can show you there is a planet that was an exalted or debilitated. You can see that last time also 3155, right? That's the last week. Last week high 3155 also happened during a debilitated window. So remember that debilitated. See, Rahu was debilitation. That's when we got it, 3155. Remember that debilitation means 50% chance for a fresh high, 50% chance for a fresh low. Here you can see that we got a fresh high, okay, to that prior day's high. Prior day's high was here, and we got a so fresh high here. So during this window, okay. So that's how it happens, folks. So that's the planners can control the market and give us a fresh high and a fresh low. Now sometimes this is just a intraday window. You can see that it's a 5-minute chart, right, that we are looking at. But if you are looking at a planet that's transitioning, because moon takes only 1 day to transition through, okay, that's why we are just looking at a daily high or a daily low, okay. But some of the planets here, they are going to stay here for 1 year, which means that we are going to get a high or a low for 1 year. That's how 52 weeks high and 52 weeks lows are formed, okay, in the market actually, okay. So I just wanted to show you that real quick, and we did take advantage of this. Seeing this, I went long on Friday. I went long here, okay. As soon as the market closed, okay, I noticed that, and then I went long just right on the last candle actually, not in ES but in RTY, because that's what I'm supposed to trade based on my birth chart. That's another thing, that there are certain equities or indices that you are supposed to trade. There are some of them that you are supposed to avoid, so if you don't, you will end up incurring losses. That's from my experience actually, okay. And so I went long, and then I exited. I went long. Now I missed this, okay. I missed by 2 ticks or so, so I didn't get a high here, so I missed it by 2 ticks or so. And then and of course I was sleeping that time. And then when I came in the morning, it was just kind of came down quite a bit actually, so then I had to quickly switch it, wait for this to break this. As soon as this was broken, went short all the way down here, okay, until I think somewhere here, yeah, right here, somewhere here, okay. And this is the profit that I made, okay. So from going long, because we knew that we are going to get exalted window, we are likely to get a fresh high and fresh low. So that's a good profit, one contract, okay, just one contract. It's a good profit for for the day, right? It's a good profit. And you can see that Monday, this today's 12 to, you can see that 12 to 19 today's chart. That's a nice profit for a weekend hold, isn't it, right? So just wanted to share with you and show you how well it happens, okay. So if you are interested, let me know, so I teach these, so how it happens, and I look at other planners also, and I can help you predict, okay. So if you take my class, so if you are in the room, I can help you to look at this on a daily basis. And if you are not in the room, and if you don't want to be in the room, and because of work or whatever reasons, right, I can help you to I can teach you, okay. I can teach you these techniques, okay, and so that you can take a look at it by yourself, if you are a self-motivated trader, or you can opt for alerts. So you may want to take a look at my website here, okay. So there's a Black Friday sale that's going to end in about a few minutes time, okay. So you can just choose to get alerts, okay. So if you do not want to either you can take a course, so this is going to go back to $24.99 or so, 2400, that's money back guaranteed, which means that if this is for 3 months, by the way, 3 months, okay. And if you don't make money for any particular month, so you're looking at a monthly $800, right? That's a fee that I charge, okay, because, and I can help you to be profitable. So, and not $800 every day, but at least, so in my experience, it's about $400 to $800, on one contract every single day, okay. And not every day can be traded. So you are looking at probably in a month about 15 days or so. So if you can get anywhere from $400 to $800, that'll add up, isn't it? So I'm just basically I'm charging only 1 or 2 days worth of gains that you are going to have. Okay, that's all I'm charging. Okay, that is money back guaranteed, which means that if you don't make any profits for a particular month, okay, and following my trades that I post, I'll refund this for that the monthly fee actually. Okay, and or if you don't want to do that, you can take this class. This is going to go back to 24.99 after the Cyber Monday sale. Okay, so 24.99. So you can take this course where I'll teach you as what to look for and how you can predict this. Okay, and if you do not want to do that, you can take a look at these timing alerts for retirement portfolio too. So where you will get simply alerts, and the last several years, this is also money back guaranteed, by the way. So which means that if I don't get you to beat S&P 500 gains, I'll refund the entire money. Okay, and I'm pretty confident that nobody has asked me for money back yet, because my result has been around 50% to 100% profit. So I can even send you the my portfolio transaction records and things like that. So about 50%, 100%. And no option trades, no futures trades, just on ETF alone. Okay, so that's my record. So I can help you with that as well. So these two are money back guaranteed, which means that if you don't make any gains, I'll return the fee. Okay, and this is not, the class is not. Okay, so just wanted to show you that. But take a look at it, and if you really need my help in making these profits on a daily basis, then you may want to be part of my trading room. So I can help you do that. Okay, so hope it makes sense, and very excited about what's coming up, folks. It's going to be a lot of good opportunities that is coming on our way in the next couple of months. Okay, so which means that that's opportunity for us, and we can very well predict the levels on a daily basis. Okay, so hope it makes sense, and talk to you later.